What's up everyone, welcome back to Automotive. Today, we're diving deep into one of the hottest launches of the year, the all-new 2025 KTM Duke 125. If you thought the previous models were exciting, wait until you see what KTM has cooked up for this year. Whether you're a beginner rider, a city commuter, or just someone who loves lightweight performance bikes, the 2025 Duke 125 is going to catch your attention. Trust me, this bike is not just a refresh, it's a whole new beast. Starting off with the design, KTM has seriously stepped up their game. The 2025 Duke 125 looks way sharper, way more aggressive, and honestly, it wouldn't look out of place even next to bigger bikes like the Duke 390 or even the Super Duke lineup. The tank extensions are more muscular, the new LED headlamp setup is sleeker and meaner, and the tail section is sportier than ever. KTM really focused on giving the bike a bigger, badder presence on the road, and man, did they succeed. Even standing still, the Duke 125 looks like it's doing 100 kilometers an hour. Now, let's talk about the engine. Underneath that aggressive styling is a refined 124.7cc single-cylinder liquid-cooled engine. It's still Euro 5 Plus compliant, which means better emissions control without sacrificing performance. The power output is around 14.5 horsepower at about 10,000 revolutions per minute and 12 Newton meters of torque at 7,500 revolutions per minute. Numbers aside, what you really need to know is how this bike feels on the road, and it feels alive. KTM tweaked the engine mapping a bit, making throttle response even crisper, and the mid-range pull is noticeably stronger compared to last year's model. It's not just a bike that wants to be revved, it rewards you for doing it. Handling has always been a Duke strong point, and the 2025 Duke 125 keeps that tradition alive. The frame has been redesigned, it's still a steel trellis frame, but it's lighter and stiffer. That means quicker direction changes, more confidence in corners, and just an overall sharper ride. Plus, the suspension setup has been updated. You're getting a 43mm WP Apex USD fork at the front and a WP mono shock at the rear with preload adjustability. The feedback from the front end is razor sharp, and the bike feels glued to the road even when you push it hard. It's the kind of machine that encourages you to lean more, brake later, and get on the throttle earlier. Braking duties are handled by a large 320mm front disc with a radially mounted caliper and a 230mm rear disc. Dual-channel ABS come standard, and for 2025, KTM added a Supermoto mode even on the 125. That means you can disable rear ABS if you want to have some sideways fun, a feature that was previously reserved for bigger Dukes. Trust me, if you're learning to ride or improving your skills, this is a fantastic addition. The electronics package is another area where KTM said, why should big bikes have all the fun? The 2025 Duke 125 comes with a brand new 5-inch TFT display. It's super bright, crisp, and packed with information. You get a gear position indicator, a shift light, Bluetooth connectivity for your phone, turn-by-turn navigation, and even call management. Plus, the interface is really intuitive, not clunky and confusing like some other bikes in this segment. And yes, there's a dedicated KTM My Ride app to make connecting your phone even easier. Ergonomically, the 2025 Duke 125 has been fine-tuned as well. The seat height is around 820mm, but the new seat is narrower towards the tank, making it much easier to get your feet down, even if you're a shorter rider. The riding position is aggressive enough for sporty riding but still comfortable enough for daily commuting. The pegs are slightly rear set, giving you a sporty feel without cramping your legs on longer rides. Plus, the pillion seat has been redesigned too, a little more comfortable, though, let's be honest, the Duke 125 has always been more about the rider's thrill. Fuel tank capacity is now slightly increased to 13.5 liters, giving you a better range between fuel stops. Combine that with KTM's traditionally frugal mileage, and you've got a bike that's not only fun but also practical for daily use. Expect somewhere around 40 to 45 km/h depending on your riding style, which is pretty solid for a bike that performs this well. And of course, no video on the new Duke 125 would be complete without talking about the price. KTM has always been a bit premium in this segment, and the 2025 model is no different. Depending on your country and taxes, it's going to cost slightly more than the outgoing version, but honestly, when you look at everything you're getting, updated electronics, better performance, new looks, top-class handling, it feels totally justified. So who is the 2025 KTM Duke 125 for? In my opinion, it's perfect for newer riders who want to start on something that looks and feels like a big bike without being overwhelming. It's also a great option for urban riders who want something agile, stylish, and fun without burning a hole in their pocket. And if you're someone who's been riding smaller commuters and wants to step up without going straight into 300cc territory, this bike bridges that gap beautifully. All in all, the 2025 Duke 125 is not just a small update, it's a big leap forward. KTM listened to what riders wanted and delivered a package that's thrilling, high-tech, practical, and seriously cool to look at. If you're thinking about getting one, honestly, you're going to love it. Thanks for watching today's video on automotive. If you enjoyed this review, smash that like button, subscribe for more awesome content, and let me know in the comments, what do you think of the new Duke 125? Would you pick it over something like the MT-15 or the Gixxer SF? I'm super curious to hear your thoughts. Until next time, ride safe and stay awesome. Would you also like a second version with a slightly more energetic or casual tone, depending on the vibe you want for your channel?